Airports look simple on the surface, but behind the scenes, airlines quietly use psychological tactics and hidden systems that most passengers never notice. In today's video, the focus is on new airport secrets airlines use to trick passengers 2026, revealing how these strategies influence choices, spending, comfort, and even travel stress without passengers realizing it. Before diving in, stay connected for more revealing content, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for future updates. Number 10. The illusion of limited seats at the airport. Many airlines intentionally create a false sense of urgency by showing extremely limited seat availability at airport kiosks and check-in counters. Screens often display messages suggesting that only 1 or 2 seats remain at a specific fare, even when dozens of seats are still open in the same cabin. This tactic pressures passengers into paying higher prices, upgrading unnecessarily, or skipping price comparisons altogether. At the airport, stress levels are already high, which makes travelers more vulnerable to these urgency tactics. When faced with time pressure and fear of losing a seat, passengers are far more likely to accept costly options without question. In reality, airlines control how seat availability is displayed and adjust it dynamically based on passenger behavior, not actual seat scarcity. This strategy is especially effective during peak travel seasons when passengers expect flights to be full, making the illusion feel completely believable. Number 9. Deliberate gate changes to increase spending. Airlines often change boarding gates at the last minute to redirect passenger foot traffic through high-spending areas of the terminal. These changes are rarely accidental. By moving a gate farther away, passengers are forced to walk through duty-free shops, restaurants, lounges, and retail zones designed to trigger impulse purchases. Even when a flight could easily depart from the original gate, last-minute switches keep travelers moving, browsing, and spending. Many passengers end up buying food, drinks, souvenirs, or travel accessories simply because the new gate location extends waiting time and exposure to retail environments. Airports and airlines share revenue from these commercial areas, making gate changes a subtle but highly profitable strategy, hidden in plain sight. Number 8. Confusing boarding groups, designed to sell priority access. Complex boarding group systems are intentionally designed to feel frustrating and unfair. Instead of simple boarding procedures, airlines introduce multiple zones, groups, and priority tiers that confuse passengers and create anxiety about overhead bin space. When passengers see others boarding earlier, fear of running out of cabin storage increases. This pushes travelers toward purchasing priority boarding, seat upgrades, or premium fares during check-in or at the gate. The confusion is not accidental. It is a calculated method to convert discomfort into extra revenue. Clear boarding would reduce stress, but confusion increases profits, which is why these systems continue to grow more complicated each year. Number 7. Cabin temperature manipulation before boarding. Airlines intentionally keep cabins warmer during boarding to increase passenger discomfort and impatience. Warm environments subtly encourage passengers to board faster, comply with crew instructions, and settle into seats without lingering. Once boarding is complete, temperatures are often lowered for comfort. This temperature shift is not a technical issue, but a behavioral tactic used to manage crowd flow efficiently. Passengers rarely realize that the discomfort felt during boarding is part of an operational strategy designed to reduce delays. This approach also discourages standing, seat switching, or prolonged aisle congestion, helping airlines maintain strict departure schedules. Number 6. Strategic seat map design to push paid upgrades. Seat maps shown at the airport are visually manipulated to make free seats appear less desirable than paid ones. Preferred seats are highlighted, Spacious rows are emphasized, and standard seats are often displayed as cramped or nearly unavailable. This visual design influences decision-making at a subconscious level. Passengers assume better comfort exists only behind a paywall, even when standard seating offers similar space. Under pressure and time constraints, many travelers accept paid upgrades simply to avoid imagined discomfort. Airlines rely on visual psychology to guide choices quickly, knowing passengers at the airport have limited time to analyze options carefully. Number 5. Airport announcements that intentionally create anxiety. Airlines use carefully worded airport announcements to increase urgency and compliance among passengers. Phrases like "final call," "immediate boarding," or "last opportunity" are often broadcast even when boarding time is flexible. These announcements are designed to create mild panic, pushing passengers to rush rather than question delays or policies. When anxiety rises, passengers become more obedient, less likely to challenge baggage rules, seat changes, or denied upgrades. This tactic also reduces gate crowding complaints because stressed travelers focus on reaching the aircraft instead of asking questions. The emotional pressure created by these announcements helps airlines maintain control while minimizing confrontation at busy gates. Number 4. Hidden baggage weight traps at the airport. Airlines rely on inconsistent baggage weighing practices to catch passengers off guard. At some airports, carry-on bags are rarely weighed, while at others, strict enforcement appears without warning. This inconsistency is intentional and creates uncertainty. Passengers who assume rules will not be enforced often face surprise fees at the gate, where there are no alternatives and no time to repack properly. Paying the fee becomes the fastest option, and airlines profit from this last-minute pressure. The unpredictability itself is part of the strategy, conditioning passengers to overpay in the future just to avoid embarrassment or stress. Number 3. Artificially long security and boarding lines. Some boarding lines are deliberately slowed down to make premium services look more attractive. When standard queues move slowly, passengers notice how quickly priority lanes flow. This contrast plants the idea that paying extra saves time, even if the delay is only temporary. Airlines and airports coordinate staffing levels to ensure that basic lines feel inconvenient, while premium access appears efficient. Over time, travelers associate comfort and speed with higher-priced options. This silent comparison influences future purchasing decisions long after the flight ends. Number 2. Overbooking practices disguised as operational issues. Overbooking remains one of the most profitable secrets airlines rarely explain clearly to passengers. Flights are intentionally sold beyond capacity based on statistical models predicting no-shows. When everyone arrives, airlines frame the situation as an operational issue rather than a calculated decision. Passengers are then pressured to accept travel vouchers, inconvenient rebooking, or downgraded seating. Compensation often sounds generous, but rarely covers the true inconvenience caused. The lack of transparency keeps passengers unaware that overbooking is not an accident, but a routine business strategy. Number 1. Loyalty programs designed to keep passengers chasing status. Airline loyalty programs are structured to feel rewarding while quietly increasing spending habits. Status tiers reset regularly, forcing passengers to spend more just to maintain benefits already earned. Small perks create emotional attachment, making travelers tolerate higher prices and fewer benefits over time. Points often expire, redemption options are limited, and reward seats are scarce during peak seasons. Despite this, the illusion of exclusivity keeps passengers loyal, even when better deals exist elsewhere. This system ensures repeat spending while giving the impression of privilege, making it one of the most powerful psychological tools airlines use. Air travel is not just about flying from one place to another. It is a carefully controlled environment where every detail influences behavior, spending, and decisions. Knowing these hidden strategies gives passengers an advantage and helps avoid falling into unnecessary traps. Stay informed, travel smarter, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more eye-opening travel insights.